So you learned the technique of the previous position. In the previous position, your legs were bent. In the next position, your legs will be straight. So we try again. First part, drop your head back like this. And then lift your buttocks up. Just support with your hands. I'm not resting so much, but just there. Watch your feet, watch your body, how it's stable. Look at me. And to lower, drop your pelvis, release your head back. So, shall we try the two positions one more time? Yes? Okay, let's set yourself up. For the first one, bend your legs at your knees. Now, any point you feel too much strain on your neck is because you're overusing your neck. So, maybe you need to back off or hold for 1 to 2 seconds, and that should be enough. And over time, you get it stronger. But this is more like a wrestler positions, okay? So try. The first version, as you know, is to first simply slide your head back. Lift the hips and pelvis. Keep the weight on the head. Put your hands up and hold. 6. Release simultaneously the elbow and the pelvis and release your head. Okay, you watch this a few times more and you'll be able to do it later. Okay, next position. Ready? Legs will be straight for this one. Slightly bend like this. Slide your head back. And then push your elbows and squeeze your buttocks and stay up. Hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, support it, 2, and 1, release all the way down. Wow, those are some master positions, some of advanced position, and it's okay if you couldn't do them yet. Okay, so moving back into your test. Ready? Lift your head and roll your spine. And see if you can balance. You could start from here also. Sit up first, lean back, and lift into your boat. 6. See if there's any difference in your neck, in your upper spine. You don't have to hold your back. Maybe it's more straighter. 3, 2, and 1, release. Let's lay down on your back again. So moving on to next series of postures here. They are a bit more into a fuller extension of your body. Okay, so I think I need to show you first. Now, we have variations, we have options. Okay, I'm not going to show everything here. Maybe we do it again in the next class to get a bit more advanced. But for now, we just stick with some basic options. Okay, so you can use a towel or not use a towel. I like to use towel for support. Especially if you have a sticky mats, maybe it's not good because your hairs might get stuck. So that's why you use something softer so your head can easily slide in and out. And you don't lose your hair, of course. So this view is better so that you could see what is happening with my head. So I'm going to roll myself up until my forehead, maybe my nose touches the floor here. Okay, we try. So to do the practice, separate your feet to hip distance. Always look at your positions and the trajectories when you're set, making sure everything is nice and straight. Ready? Put your hands on top of your shoulder. If you have difficulty with this position, putting your hands like this, I'll teach you some other ways. First is to lift the hips up. Second is to slide your head on the mat. Now, once you have your head on the mat, use your legs and just support the weight on your hands as you roll towards your face. Be careful, breathe, don't do it suddenly. Then roll the body weight back to your head and release. Okay, you want to try one more time? Or maybe take a look again. So, here we go. Once you're there, try to hold at least 6 breaths. The head goes back, hips up. Okay. Lift your hips up first. Slide your head under, hold the position, adjust the hands, and then roll over slowly. To release, roll back, change your hand position slightly, and release everything else. So if you're able to do that particular position, you're pretty much ready, or at least can try the next version of this posture. Okay, and that is called the wheel pose. You could use a block in order to make that work for you. If you're choosing a block, you can put the blocks under your feet or under your hands. It depends how this works. You have to only test and try. The 2 ways to do it, feet over the block, or you're putting the blocks and back. Now, some of you may not be able to bend down that way because of the stiffness in your wrist. So that's why you need to probably stretch your wrist first. And this will be an ideal position. So try to stretch like this a couple of times. You could do that simply by putting your hands in the front like this. And this will help you stretch out really. And these muscles need to get opened. Because if you cannot place the heel of your hand on the mat, that will be difficult in the next position. So this is your simple option. You could just stop and do this and do nothing more for now. Or you can try the full position. To do the full pose, you could separate your feet a bit wider than your hips, not too close, hands on top of your shoulders. Then lift the hips up first, push with your hands, and lift yourself up. Stay here in this position. There is nothing called perfection in this pose. All that matters, you lift up and just don't hurt your back and shoulders. Simple. Stay and breathe. It doesn't have to look perfect. Who really cares about it? You breathe. 6, 5. You should feel a good stretch in the front of your body. But it's all about breathing 6 times. Even if you did so perfect, cannot breathe 6 times, what's the point? You breathe. Now release all the way down and return. But we have to do it for at least 3 times, okay? So that was number 1. Let's repeat 2 more times. And you have to hold every time at least 6 breaths. We're almost done, okay? I gotta give you a very nice counter position after this. So hands go back. When you're ready, lift your hips up. Push yourself fully up. And we hold. Breathe in and out. 6. You have done so much good work for your back. This position will only become easier over time. Release everything back down to neutral. I got one more time. You should feel nothing, no pain in your back. This is amazing how your body has warmed up from deep inside. That's what I call core, okay? When your core muscles work, it is very different feeling. Hands back. It's like you got all the speeds, you got all the power, all of a sudden. Lift the hips up and push and hold. 6 breaths. Release slowly and return everything down. Let's stretch your legs down on your mat and give it some time. The feeling in your back, the relief, the tension that's going away a little by little from your body. Feel that. The practice really opens up your lungs, actually. So you can feel a nice air moving in and out more freely, circulation in the chest area, in your abdominal muscles, all these areas are relaxed. Take a couple of breath here. Now the final test, lift yourself up, coming up, and see if that has made any difference, or maybe it made it worse. But again, it doesn't matter. You'll try and check it out right here, how your body feels. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. You can release. Okay, so I'm going to teach you just a bunch of more practices to balance whatever we have done. We're not going to go too hard, just keep it simple, and then later on maybe we build it up to next level. Okay, so let's try a simple, effective technique here. Take your right leg up, okay, left hand up, a little bit of mind game, and lift your left leg if you can, and the right hand here. Now there's a lot to think about. Hold this position. You just stretch the opposite side long and the opposite side higher. Hold. 6. Everything is in the air. 5. Except your head, your torso. 4 means keep your torso heavy. That's forming your core. Rest everything else stays up. You're trying to reset your inner core now. 3, from all the work you've done. 2, and 1, release everything back down. Let's try the other side. Lift your left leg up, right hand up, left leg in the air, stretched, pointed, everything is nice and pointed. Left hand, nice and sharp, hold, and keep your torso heavy. Really keep this part heavy. Hold. 6, 5, I'm shaking a little bit. 4, 3, 2, and 1, release everything down, back to normal. Okay, moving on to the next one. Lift your legs up together, hands up together. Ready? Hold. 6, 5, keep it on. 4, 3, 2, almost there, and 1. Now, pull and catch your big toes. If you can, everyone, hold. From here, just keep your legs really strong and tight. Open your legs wide as you can, stretching out your inner thighs. Hold. 6, 5, keep pulling. 4, your leg must be straight. You can always bend your elbows. Just keep your legs straight. Both sides, check if you're stretching them enough and even. 3, 2, and 1. Lift your legs up. Ready? For the final series here, we're going to move the leg back over the head. Now, you could do it just like that, or you could use your hands to roll over. I'll show you. Either you try to roll up like this, or you could have done it by supporting your buttocks like that. So
So choose an option that is best for you at this point. Let's breathe. 6, 5, 4, keep on breathing, focus on a nice stretch, lifting the hips up. Now, first release your hands and put them on your back. You could keep your one leg down. Let's try your right leg down, lift the left leg up. Hold this position with the legs super straight and look at the ceiling. Stay for 6 breaths. Make sure you don't strain your neck. Now we're going to switch. Put your leg down, take the other leg up. Stretch your left leg. This leg is important, the one that is on the floor. This leg is important too, but you don't have to worry about it so much. Just make sure this leg is at least down. Or the best option is keep at least one of the legs straight. Try to shoot together if you can. Now when you're ready, lift both your legs up, nice and tight, and pull your knees towards your forehead. Hold this position here. Some of you can simply stay here and do nothing more, nothing less. Others can try to put your legs straight, move your leg to the right side, and then bend your legs at your knees. So you're not trying to move your head so far, just a tiny bit. Release, and just a tiny stretch here. Only focus on a little pull. Bend. This helps you release the muscles that connects from your neck to your shoulder blade. It also compresses the diaphragm. You really have to breathe hard. Release and return. Let's put your legs down. Slowly roll your spine down. Now just the halfway, if possible for you, you could catch your feet and pull nicely. You get a final stretch for your legs, the back of your legs, your back, hamstrings, all of it should get a nice stretch, so you should feel a good relief. And then lift the legs up to 90 degrees. Hold your legs up right there at 90-degree angle. Then open up your arms. Final. This is the finishing round. And here's the twist. You could bend your leg and twist, or keep your legs straight and twist. If you're bending your legs, you can turn your head around. But if you're keeping your legs straight, keep your head still and straight. Okay? Let's try. Take it to the side, close towards your hand. That's a big challenge. If you can, grab your foot, hold. It doesn't matter if you can't do exactly like me, but you're at least trying to twist your spine, which is okay. Now lift yourself up fully into that position, and then we go over the other side. Moving closer towards your hand. Now do not move your hand down, of course. Just make sure your leg move up. Okay, you try. If your legs are straight, your head is straight too. If your leg's bending, you could twist your head as well. Let's lift your legs up. Now you did 2 more rounds, but this time you're not going to touch your legs all the way to the mat. Okay? Arms open. Take it to the side. Lift. Take it to the other side. And lift. One more time. Right first. And the left. And the center. And we're done. Let's relax. Separate your legs and arms. Take a couple of deep breaths. Almost finished. We relax here. You can simply relax by breathing deeply in and out through your nose, settling yourself here, calm down. You've done great so far. Try to remember the feeling in every posture. Your back, your spine, your legs, all of that. You probably cannot even remember the pain now, but the feeling right now is a big relief of all your tensions, your worries. You feel light, you feel strong mentally. Let's come back to awareness and bend your legs at your knees. Hug your knees to your chest. Let's rock your body back and forth and come up to sit in an upright position. How are you feeling? This is good, right? You could feel like whatever parts of the body, right? Every part of the body. The entire idea of this class was to really work on those deep core muscles, and I can guarantee you tomorrow you'll feel maybe a little bit more stronger, but the actual feeling that you're looking for is a feel of relief, the lightness, and you feel more bouncy, right? Because you have worked and your spine should support things together. So otherwise you feel very heavy and sinking. But with this type of practices, you feel more uplifted and floated. So floating, okay? So thank you very much for joining. Please leave your feedback, please leave your comments, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Namaste.